the thing I have left are the ticks and the numbers. That is really bugging me. I'm going to erase that. Um, the ticks and the numbers. Now, over to the right, you see there is a radius 3.5, and that goes to where these ticks are. And here's where I'm going to start playing around with the polar array. I'm going to go ahead and draw again this line over here uh, at, I'll go ahead and draw it all the way to this, and notice it does say 30. Um, and that's good. This was next, and so it stopped there on that arc. There is a tick here, and then there's another one here, another one, and then another 45. The difference between 30 and 45 being 15 degrees, I see each of these ticks are marked at 5 degrees. These smaller ticks are actually, let's see, radius of 3.5. So I have another tick here. Now you can do this however you want. You can just draw it. You can say 3.8 tab at 30 degrees, and then I said 5, 10, 15. So that'll be at 35 degrees. And then I can, I'll just draw another one. 3.8 at 40 degrees. And I'm going to now trim these two lines. I'll also trim this line. Now I'll get rid of this circle. And I'm going to go ahead and start with this. I'm going to go ahead and do that as a polar array. I'll select those items, polar array, the center point being right here. How many of these do I have? Well, just simply count just the large ticks where the numbers are. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 if I want to do that last one. I'm going to go ahead and do 8 there. And overall, how far is this the fill? How far of a range is this going? Well, if I only had one of these, I wouldn't mess with that. But if I have two of them, then fill would be a total of 15 degrees. And if I have three of them, that would be 30 degrees. So 1, 2, 3, so counting by 15s. 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90, 105 is what I have. So 105 tab. Now what's going on? Oh, shoot, I should have done it over here and arrayed it here. Well, I could have, but remember we have this direction right here. So just click on direction, and then it changes it. Now, 105, I am missing this last one. I could have done it to 120, and it would have given me two little ticks too many. Either way, I'm going to manipulate it. I can explode it and fix it later, or whichever, doesn't matter. In this case, I just chose, I'll just draw this tick by itself. So I am good right now. I'm going to escape a few times. I'm going to leave that as an array. I'll go ahead and draw this tick at 150 degrees. That's 3.8. I will trim it from there. Okay. Now, there I have my ticks. I could have done these all individually. I could have arrayed it in many different fashions or options. 11 minutes so far. I want to go a little bit faster. Next thing is I could edit these and put in my text. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and do a text. Now, instead of messing with them here, I'm going to go ahead and put it right here. And I'm going to do single line text. I'm going to go ahead and just put it here. Now, without knowing more, I'll just say, let's see, the height is, I don't want it to be quite half that distance. I'm going to say it's a little bit less to give myself some room. I don't even know what the height was, and I'm going to leave it at 0. Now also I notice I am still at middle center, and in this case that's what I want. So Rotation, I am at 0, and I'm going to type 30. Now, why 30? Shouldn't that be 90 here? Hit enter again. Yes, but again, I'm going to array this, and I'm going to have to edit the text, explode it, and then edit the text and type in the numbers that I want. Now with this, I can just move it straight down until it looks good. Usually there's always a little bit of clearance between the tops and bottoms of numbers and anything else. So I'm going to leave that as is. Now, instead of, I don't believe I can array this both ways as in a symmetrical fashion. But what I can do is just put this up here. Put it over here if you want. And again, that is at a negative 60 degrees. So there. Now I can array this one from that center point. Again, now in this case I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of these. So I have 9. Tab. And overall, let's see, I dealt with, what did I have? 105. Let's try 105 now. 105 is not right, and not only does it not go to the end here, it doesn't center up with each of these long ones. Again, I'm now including that last one, so instead of 105, that would be 120. And there you go. And I will close that. I will X for explode, click on the text. Now I can go in and double click and type 45, 60, 75, 90. You know what? Instead of doing that on each of those, I'm going to delete those. And instead, I'm going to mirror this. Let's see if it works. I'm not sure if it'll rotate it or not. And in this case, yes, it does. It's mirrored. It's a mirror image. Now, at the same time, the numbers are not backwards because it knows to mirror text. By default, it's going to keep them in the correct direction to where we can read those. But what is nice is I did a polar array here with this text. All of this text from like this 90 from top to bottom, its alignment is correct. All of these, if we rotate this entire object, and since this is a tilt scale, reading it here from the bottom, 30 is going to be in its correct location, 45, 60, even if we tilt it this way, everything is read correctly, unlike the one that we did earlier with the rotary dial telephone, where all the numbers were the same arrangement or alignment. So in this case, with exception to having the center lines identified, again, we are done.